guys, Mudassir is here. I still remember my first time trying to code. One time tiny error pop up and I thought, man, this is not for me. I am not smart enough for this stuff. I feel so frustrated. I almost quit right there. But if you are feeling that way right now, trying at code like it's some impossible puzzle, this video is exactly for you. I am going to share the mindset track that got me from zero to actually building real program without all the frustration. No code today. Just your talk that will change how you think about learning. I am a programmer. Let's get into it. Why mindset matters. First off, let's talk about why mindset even matters in programming. Most people think coding is all about logic and math, and yeah, that's part of it. But honestly, 80% of the succeeding is how you think about it. If your mind is saying this is too hard or I need to be a genius like those tech guys, you will get stuck fast. If you flip that to this is just a skill I can learn bite by bite, everything changes. I was born on Pythons. I struggled from weak on basics. But once I spoke expectations and start seeing it's a game, I improved very quicker. It's like riding a bike. At you first to fall, but soon you are pressing. The right set of frustrations into let's figure this out. Well, that is the tips now to word that. Start small, celebrate wins. Alright, let's jump into the first real tips that change everything for me. Start ridiculously small and celebrate every time you win. Most beginners make the same mistake. Try to build a full app or two or learn 50 things in one weekend. It feels impossible. They get discouraged and quit. Instead, do the opposite. Make your goals so they feel almost silly. For example, today, just make the computer print your name. Tomorrow, add one math line. Day after, make us your name and say hello back. Each one take 2 to 5 minutes. It makes when it works. Stop and say out loud, yes, I do that. Smile, maybe screenshot it, send to your best friend, or just give yourself a high five. Those small celebrations track your brain into the thinking this is fun. I can do more. It's like training for a marathon. You don't start by running 42 kilometers. You start with 1 kilometer and feel proud. I used to do this every day when I was learning. One win at a time. And after a week, I had something that actually worked. That feeling of the progress is the addictive. It keeps you coming back. So right now, think about the tiniest next step you can take after watching this video. Maybe open VS Code and run hello programs again. Do it, celebrate it, and you're already ahead of the most people who just watch and never try. Here are your friends. Next tips, and this one is a huge for the beginner. Stop being afraid of the error. In fact, start seeing them as your best friend in coding. When you see a red error message pop up, your first reaction is probably, oh no, I broke it. I am stupid. That's a normal. Almost every beginner feels that way at first. But here's the truth. Errors are not telling you you are bad at this. They are literally telling you exactly what's wrong and where to look. For example, syntax error, missing crossing words, name error, name as a spell mistakes, type error, cannot add a string in features. Every error is a pre-end. From a Python say, hi, fix this part right here. The faster you learn to hate them, even just the first line, as less scary they become. What do I do? What I do now and what changes everything for me. Read the error clearly. Look at the line input at point 2. If I don't understand it, copy the whole error message, paste it to the Google or YouTube. With Python's in 99% of the time. Someone has had that same error and posted a fix. Apply the fix and run. I still do this every single day, even after years of coding. Pros does not memorize every error. They just get rid code as a fixing that quickly. Mindset shift. Error is a good feature. No error, you are not pushing yourself enough. So next time your code crash, take a deep breath and say out loud, okay, what are you trying to be today? And fix it. Each fix errors means you're 1% better. After 100 errors, you are ahead of the person who never tried. Right now, go back to your hello.py files. Make a mistake. Put a code, a spell, wrong, run it, see the error, and fix it. See that little when it works again. That's how you build confidence fast. Like a problem solver. Now, let's talk about tips 3. Start thinking like a problem solver instead of trying to memorize everything. A lot of the beginner treat programming like school exam. I need to remember every command and syntax perfectly, blah blah blah. That's not how it works in real life. Thing is 90% problem solving and only 10% know the exact words. The mindset shift that helps me too. Instead of asking, what code do I need to remember? Ask, what do I actually want the computer to do? Every program needs to small, stupid, simple steps. For example, if you want to make a program that creates someone, ask for the name, save the name somewhere, print hello plus the name. That's it. Now you know you need input functions, variables, and print functions. You don't need to memorize, you just look up the exact command when you need it. This way of thinking makes everything less scary. Every big project are just a lot of tiny problems glued together. I want to calculate, okay, ask for two numbers and then solve result. I want a game, ask for the guess, check if equal to the secret number, say yes or no. Practical habit to both this mindset. When stuck, rewrite down in plain English. I want program to do X and Google. Python who to do X or Python ask for user part number. 5 minutes videos are a code for this. Sites like W3 Schools or Python.org docs, they have a auto-based example. The code is not to become a working extension of Python's command. Code is to get good at turning ideas into steps, then finding the tools for each steps. I promise. Once you start thinking this way, you will feel very more in control. Even if you forget a command tomorrow, you will know how to find it in 30 seconds. So, next time you want to put something, don't panic about syntax. Just ask yourself, what are the 3 4 small things the computer needs to do? Write them down, the code at once at a time. That's how real programmers work. And that's how you will start spinning like one to. Ignore the hype and be patient. Tip 4 is probably the hardest one for the most beginners. Ignore all the hype and be really patient with yourself. You see videos everywhere. They learn coding in 7 days, become a developer in 30 days and get a $1,000 jobs. And that stuff in marketing at sale courses, not reality. The real world. Learn to code well will take time. Basics might take a few weeks or months. Feeling compatible building a real things take 6 to 12 months and become a daily good takes years. The problem is when beginners compare themselves to those highlight reels. They say someone post I wrote this app in a week and think why I am so slow. But they don't see months of feeling boogling and frustrating before they post. Mindset shifter. Your progress is not a race against others. It's against your yesterday versions of you. Today you fixed one error. Next time you wrote last week. That's a good progress. If you understand variables better than before, celebrate that. Do patience in practice. Set realistic daily goals. Do 13 years of practicing instead of watching 5 horse tutorials. Take break and frustrating. Walk away. Drink water. Come back in 30 minutes. Your brain won't better refresh. Add your built in a simple notes today I made in input functions. Work with integer or fix my first price error. Looking back in a month, you will see how you are coming. Except that some days you will feel stuck. That's a normal. Bro, not a failure. I remember a week where I felt like I was going backward, but I kept showing up, even for 10 minutes. That consistency is what I learned. I can do this I can figure out this one. So give yourself permission to learn slowly. It's okay. If it takes longer than the you to tackle promises, the people who stuck around enough are the one who end up really good at it. Be kind to yourself. You are doing something hard and just showing up and already winning. Join a community. Last tips and one that make a biggest difference long term. Don't try to learn programming completely alone. Join a community. It can feel isolating. Coding can feel isolating when you are trying, when you're stuck on someone for a horse and there's no one to ask. But the moment you start talking to other people who are learning or have a better there, everything gets easier and more fun. Why it helps so much? You get quick answer to questions that would take your days to figure out alone. Seeing other beginners struggling, the same things make you realize I am not the only one. This is a normal. You can share your small wins and get encouragement. That motivation boost is you. Later you can help several people which makes you understand things even better yourself. Where to start? Free and beginner-friendly places are available like Reddit, Discord servers, Facebook groups, YouTube channels like me, Stockholm Pro. How to join without feeling awkward? Start by just reading and searching. No need to pause right away. When you all say something simple like I am new trying to use input functions but getting this error. Can someone explain? Plus pause your code error. Screenshot and paste. Reply thanks people. Start all. I joined community early on and that it changed my learning from slow and lonely to fun and spotted. I still hang out in some groups today to help others. It keeps me sharp. So if one of these things may be Reddit or Discord, whatever you join, you'll update. Then ask one question when to step. You'll be surprised how welcome people are to the genuine beginner. With these 5 tips. Master, friendly errors, problem-solving thinking, patience, and community. You will build the mindset that keep your going fast at early days. Alright guys, let's wrap this up. Quick recap of the 5 mindset tips we covered today. Start recklessly small and celebrate every tiny wins. Those small dominant hits keep you going. Treat error as your teachers, not your enemy. Read them, Google them, fix them, and get better. Think like a problem solver. Break them into the simple steps instead of trying to memorize everything. Ignore the hype. Be patient and give yourself time. Steady progress come from the consistent showing up, not overnight. Join a community early. Ask questions, share opinions, get sports so you don't feel alone. If you apply even 2-3 days, you will notice the difference fast. Less frustrations, more motivations, and actual progress. You are not behind. You are not done. You are just starting, and that best place to be. Every programmer was exactly where you are right now. Your action step today. Pick one tip. Maybe make one tiny code change in your Hello file or join learn Python on Friday and do it before the day end. Come back and tell me in the comments what you did. If this video helped, if this video helps, then a little please hit that like button. It really encourages me to keep the mind test for signal video. Subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next. Get to the actually code the tools to make a computer operating accordingly, count or give multiple chances in your guessing games. I am a programmer. Thank you so much for watching. Then keep on your courses. See you in the next video. Take care.